All right, welcome back to Algebra 1. Mr. Walker with you. So, over the last 2 days, we've been doing distribution. Here, it looks a little bit different than what we did yesterday. We have not only a variable out front, but a number with that variable. We call this 3, the number in front of the variable, a coefficient. So whenever I say the word coefficient, that's what I'm talking about, the number in front of the variable. Excuse me. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. We're still distributing, so the method stays the same. We're going to take this whole thing now and multiply it by both of the guys inside of the parentheses. So let's get to it. Start by multiplying the number in front of the variables first. So I want to take this 3 and this 2 and multiply them together. That gets me 6. Now count how many W's you got. I've got a W here and a W here. So that means I've got W squared right there. That little 2 goes with the W. Now we take 3W plus 7. Again, multiply the numbers together first. Take 3 times 7. That's 21. That 21 is positive, by the way. So I say plus 21. Now, how many W's do you have when you multiply 3W and the 7? Just 1, right? So I don't need to worry about putting a little 2 right by that W. So 6W squared plus 21W. That's how we do that. Now let's take 2S times 4S plus 6. Once again, we're going to take this whole thing and multiply it by both of these guys. Multiply the numbers together first. 2 times 4. What is 2 times 4, gang? That's 8. Now count how many S's you have. I've got 1 here and 1 here. So I've got S squared. That little 2 goes with that S because I've got 2 S's. Now take 2S times 6. Multiply the numbers together first. 2 times 6. That's positive 12. How many S's is with that 12? Just 1. So I say 12S. And there we go. That's all we're doing. So here we go. Hopefully we're starting to get the hang of this, because we've been distributing for the last 3 days now. So here, we're taking that 2F and multiplying it by everything in the parentheses. That doesn't change. Multiply the numbers together first. 2 times 3. That's 6. Count how many F's you have. I have 2. So I put a little 2 right by the F. Now take 2 times, this time, negative 5. What is 2 times negative 5? Negative 10. So I say minus 10. How many F's are with that 10? Just 1. So 10F. And there we go. I'm going to have you try the next one real quick, because I've done 3 with you so far. I want you to try that 8G times 5G minus 4. Pause the video now and try that out quick. Okay, hopefully you've had some time to try those 2 out, or try that one out, excuse me. I apologize, I'm a little belchy today. So we take that 8G, multiply it by both of those guys. 8 times 5, multiply numbers together first. A little bit of a bigger number, 40. How many G's do you have? You've got 2 of them, so you put a little 2 by that G. 8G times a negative 4. 8 times 4, 32. That's a negative 4, so I say minus 32. And I've only got 1 G there, so I say 32G. All right. What if that number in front of that variable, what if that coefficient is negative? Not a whole lot changes, actually. We do have to be a little bit more careful with how we multiply, because we want to make sure we have the right signs. Multiply the numbers together first. Negative 2 times 3. Negative 6 Count how many a's you have. You've got a times a, so that's 2 of them, a squared. Negative 2a times a positive 1. Negative times a positive is a negative number. So I say minus 2a. Multiply the numbers together first, and then throw an a behind it. And there we go. Now we take negative 6z times 3z plus 6. Try that one out real quick. Okay, hopefully you've had some time. I'm going to write down what I got for an answer. And I'm not going to explain this one. If you've got questions on it, let me know. And I apologize if my z's look a little weird. That's just how I write them. Okay, last 2 problems. We're nearly there, guys. Let's finish this up. Again, just distributing. I got negative 5 times a positive 2. That's a negative 10. With that negative 10, how many t's do you have? You've got 2 of them. So t squared. Take negative 5, this time times negative 4. Negative times a negative is a positive number. So negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. Now how many t's are with that 20? Just 1. And there we go. That's the answer. Last problem. We're there. Negative 8x times 4x minus 5. Try that one out real quick. That's what I got for an answer. Hopefully you got the same thing. If you didn't get that one, rewind the video, try it again, and if you're still confused, send me an email, okay? But anyway, that's all I got for you. Watch out for a review video tomorrow covering over everything that I've gone over the last 3 days. So keep an eyeball on Classroom. Look out for any assignments. Zoom with me if you have questions. Otherwise, happy studying. See you next time.